Welcome back, fellow dragons. I took a bit of a break. Oh, fuck. I wasn't actually ready to start the thing. Give me a moment. Okay. There we go. Okay, well. Body had one more thing it wanted to do. Alright. That trial several years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. Shit, give me a moment. Fuck. Really? Right as I unpause? Body, why? It waited for me to unpause. Sorry about that. I had to see what Little Bros what the fuck was about. It was about a food thing. Alright, mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all this out for yourself. Which of Magnifi's Grimare's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant, Zach Grimare, go? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game. Aha! Yeah, hold on. I think you're hearing things, but earlier, aha! I knew I heard the plugs. I'm gonna be mad because it's a little loose and the audio jack has come out of it, meaning I cannot hear the game. Okay. And I still can't hear the game. Uh-oh, did I plug it into the wrong port? Phoenix Wright will be your guide through this game. There we go, I can hear it again. Okay, alright. It's just there was no music. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Well now, shall we begin? Use Eleanor to jump between past and present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, Let's play. Okay. I think where it makes sense is defendant lobby number 2. The nightmare trial was over. And the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away. But I figured I'm the only one that could do this, probably. And besides, I had plenty of time. Thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. "7 years ago. Court lobby number 2. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. Didn't want to have to remember that day. Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict this way, the trial is over. This trial is over. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Zack? There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty." "What are you talking about?" "I am talking about this. Poof!" Mr. Enigmar! The defendants escaped. Find him quick. Bailiff, close all the exits from the building. On the devil, he must not be allowed to escape. When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Hey, you there, sir. Oh. This guy. Meekins. Well, down on the hands, floor to on your head. Now. What's the big idea? My ears. No unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here. But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed? Zoink! I just say it as like it is, sir, and it's usually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh? For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past here, there is only now, sir. Okay, you're the bailiff, right? Yes, sir, Court Bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir. I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape. Let me try and make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir. But you were a regular police officer once, right? Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Yeah, about that. A lot of the time, bad things happen to good people. Now I'm sad. Although, Bailiff Meekins, at least you have a job right now. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing? I'm dying over here. Oh. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Guess I wasn't the only victim. The last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me. That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff. But your uniform, I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. That can't be legal. So you were the one who let the magician get away that day? I'm dying over here. Ow! Oh, right, I forgot to... it's fine. Star rises among the court bailiffs, full of hope, then tragedy strikes. Is there anything you could tell me about it? About Zach Grimara's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! That's enough of that. Magician's disappearance. Why, yes, I'd say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard the commotion in the court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, and some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face. So, you saw someone suspicious coming your way? Yes, and I, being a bailiff of little standing, gave chase. I chased the silk hat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here. Courtroom number 7. There's courtroom number 7 where I was. There's courtroom number 7 where I was, sir. All by myself, nor a friend to call my own. Okay, and which way did Zach Grimara run after busting through the courtroom door? He went up like this and around the corner like that. So with no delay, I ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw the magician man run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran, following him. I threw myself boldly into the room. Well, I remember like it was right here because it was. Lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here. Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here in this room, the magician gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke, it was just gone! That's impossible. Yes, that word. Oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying over here. Okay, I won't say it again, promise. But you have to admit, it's, difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? I searched. Why the pause? There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir. How can you talk so loud and still be hiding something? So, Zach was in this room when he vanished? Absolutely, sir. I saw him with my own eyes. That red silk hat, that flowing cape. He ran right in here, right inside this room. Silk hat, cape. That's Zach, alright. But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there was nothing I could do, but nothing, sir. What about now? Have any ideas, sir? Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind asking? You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that? Psyche Lux. Should have known. My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case, back in game 2. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. If I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all, and the Magatama ends it. Okay, well, I'm gonna look at this tree. You know, I think this was the lobby used for my very first case. This plant has seen me grow from a rookie to an ace to a has-been. I hate you, plant. Just kidding. Couch. I actually took a nap on that couch once when I was still practicing law. Boy, that was a mistake. Never even sit on the lobby sofas now. Never let my clients sit on them either. It's bad luck. Is that an ashtray? Door. Guess this door was officially a prop in Zachariah's last show. Passed that lobby door and vanished, but to where? He choreographed that entire fateful trial according to his grand scenario. I hate magicians. I must have seen that painting 1,000 times, but I never really looked at it until now. Guess my head was too stuck in the trials. Never had time to stop and appreciate art. I have time now. Okay, let's appreciate. Actually, it's pretty lame. Okay. Ooh! Thank you!
Food is incoming.
What?
Food is incoming.
Thank you! Alright, well, let me look at what evidence I currently have. Alright. Ooh.
Still warm, yes.
Yeah, and when you said just nugs, I wasn't expecting fries.
Bold of you to assume I wouldn't get you a fry.
I mean, I assume you would, given the opportunity. But our situation is a little tight, so I also figured it was safe to assume that if not possible, then wouldn't be able to. Yeah. Well. Now I'm gonna need to save these for... I have a prop now for when Emma Sky is snacking on pretzels. Alright. Oh, nothing we can do with Defendant Lobby 2, so, let's go here. Boink. Yes, baby Trucy. Oh, morning, Daddy. I'm so glad you came. Okay, Daddy, they pick it on you. I'm fine, as always. This old boy is here to help me after all. It's young man to you. Good morning. Good morning, that's a cute outfit you have on. Thanks, my first show's today after all. 2 weeks have passed since then. I called her into my office. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I, did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like, and how old is she at this point in the timeline? 8. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird. Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you. Huh? Really? So if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family? Huh? I guess so? Getting weirder. Are you laughing at your thing or my thing?
I'm laughing at Phoenix.
Whoa! That's fair.
He's just like, motherfucker, I just wanted to be a normal attorney. Why the fuck did all of this shit happen?
Hence the jokes that I've made every single time. Like with Apollo's like, just once, one normal case. And like every time, like every interaction with Phoenix, that he has with Phoenix, if Apollo is like just has the thought of like, just what, or either has the thought of or says, just once I want something to be normal. He's like, that's not how having Phoenix go like, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but that's not how this game goes. Just like having him say that kind of shit. It's like, yeah, I used to think that way too. I have not had a single normal case in my entire time in this series. I forget the exact jokes I made, but they were all along those lines. Which is weird, because it's only been a few days since those jokes. But there have been so many. Mr. Attorney? Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Wow, that's way too fast there, Phoenix. Or you could call me Daddy if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today or anything. Okay, say Daddy. That was, quick. Uncomfortably so. Yes? If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? Yeah, I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy. And this office, it's a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know. Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit, I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this. Trucy, how old are you? Oh, I'm 8. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy. I hate this.
Fucking Trucy's just like, yes, you're now my father. Deal with it.
Ah, thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? Office! Immediately office! So, Dad, you got fired from being a lawyer, right? You could at least kind of look aside when you say something like that. It's actually kind of hard for me. For Daddy. Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait. Is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that. Actually, that's pretty accurate. So here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way. Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law, if you were to ask some people. Anyone else just imagine, Edgeworth's reaction when Phoenix had to explain this shit to him at the prosecutor's office? It's like, what have you gotten yourself into, Phoenix? Right, what have you done? Well,
I've adopted a little magician.
Oh, not even about that. About the evidence shit. It's like, he's like, yeah, I can see that happening. Still, nothing we can do about it. You can't prove that you didn't know. Plus, one of my subordinates is sure as hell not gonna let this shit go. Gavin is insane, man. And we thought Francisco was crazy. This rockstar kid, man. And then Larry just hanging out in the corner like, haha, you got fired. Hey, what's this magician girl doing here? Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead. You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent? You got me, don't you? I'm a professional. A professional? Yep. After all, I'm directly descended from the famous Zach Grimare. Directly descended? He's your father. Oh. And I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too. That's not how it works, kid. It is now, because I say it is, and I'm the one who pays the bills now. I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. I don't like, and also bruised it. I hate this. So, Trucy, you're a professional? Yes. It's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be Baby frogs grow up to be frogs. Did they say that? I always thought it was funny though. What was? Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles? At least till they get legs. Then they're froglets. Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid, underestimating kids. What weirdos. Right, so in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy? That's right. Well, want to see a trick? You're going to do a magic trick? Show me. Actually, I would like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all. That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da! Hey folks, Mr. Hat, gotta say, it's good to be seen. Isn't that a South Park character? Yeah! Whoa! That was startling. The amazing Mr. Hat, isn't he great? Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service. Cool, where's Mr. Garrison? We need to make sure he's far, far away from here. I don't think the localization team was thinking about that. I don't think they were considering South Park as a thing when they localized this game. He certainly makes an impression. Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. Though my routines get a bit heady at times. Get it? Heady? Friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Boom! That's what we needed. We need that shit for Meekins back in the lobby. Okay, the one I've been avoiding. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy or Zach Grimari? Daddy, sure thing, Daddy. Which daddy is that again? Why is this so awkward? Daddy's so amazing. He's the biggest star of Troop Grimari, and they're big. The Grimaris, they were on television a lot. Haven't seen them much on recently, come to think of it. Big magic happens when you put Zack and Gallant and Valiant Grimari together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall. Let me guess, there was a giant fisherman waiting at the top for him? I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic. I shouldn't have brought it up so soon. Wonder what happened to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone. Mommy? Yeah, what about her? I haven't heard anything about Trissie's mother. But I have my magic. And a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. Yeah, ouch. I think things are going to be okay. I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. Could you tell me about your mommy, if it's okay? Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage. On stage, you mean with your daddy? Yep. She was always there with Zack and Valiant smiling. But then she went away. Went away? It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get back. Oh, sad. Maybe so. I cried then. A lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here. This is your mother? She's beautiful. Her name is Thalassa Grimari. Poor girl. Didn't know her mommy had gone missing. Now her daddy's vanished too right before her eyes. Hey Daddy, you won't... Don't worry, I won't vanish, I promise. Right, you can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan. They always said to have a backup plan. I guess all I rate as is a backup plan. Okay, that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like this. It's okay, after all, we're family. Just hope you're ready. The Right Talent Agency opens tomorrow. What? But are we representing anyone? Me and you, that makes two, Daddy. I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent. Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at. But when you put it that way, you mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket. Trucy, don't say things like that. Okay, I'll think of something. That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy. Welcome to the team, Daddy-o. The team? Right. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling, Trucy, she was my light. Okay. Detention center for now. What strange sight doth my eyes behold? Excuse me? Two men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yea, it seems fickle fate has switched to the sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. There's been no proof that I forged anything, nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you? Little piano and a cold hole in the wall. But since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnifique Grimari, for one. Who pulled that trigger, Valent or his partner? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear and he never even touched it. Glory's spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance itself is a revelation. Revealing what? That Grimari killed Magnifique. It's as good as a signed confession. That's certainly been the public opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage. The time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into magic right away. As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be Valent. And also, yes, now that my partner has disappeared, Magnifique's repertoire is mine. Valent Grimari has a tradition to uphold. Is that true? Seen in this light, the trial was as good to me. This trial was quite good to me. Verdict or no? And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. What was with the blackmail? The suspicion on you hasn't entirely lifted, Valent. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnifique's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only Zach Grimari followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnifique held up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve. Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A great magician never reveals his secrets. Oof, I'm gonna need more than just two things. Didn't think it would be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. Okay, well. Back to... Okay, we've gotten everything there. Gotta go to defendant lobby too. There we go. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I guess I swapped to present. Wait. Okay. There we go. I forgot they moved it. The disappearing trick. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out. Hey! What's with the atmosphere on here all of a sudden? You know something, I'm going to find out what. Zachramar vanished from this room. How did he do it? How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say. Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something? Well, sir, you see, at the time I was here and... Listen, it was impossible. What could such a little girl possibly do anyway? What did you say? Sir, did I just say something, sir? No, you screamed it through that megaphone of yours. There was someone else in this room, wasn't there? Sir, I'm going to have to invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking. It's okay, Meekins. You don't need to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was here in the room that day. Ugh. It needs to stop. Huh? No. I've never seen that girl until just the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it. Sir! Sir, that day, she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't. You mean you chased her into this room, not him? Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing. It was how not to mistake a girl for a 7-foot-tall magician. 7 feet? Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine anyone would mistake a little girl for Zachramar. But you saw something. And therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me this trick doesn't look familiar. What's that? That girl's favorite trick? The amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her show down at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar? So it wasn't a waking dream, was it, sir? Come again? That night on the stage I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat. He really exists. Cool, give me more evidence, Meekins. I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. Zachramar exited the courtroom. I gave chase and cornered him in the corner room, sir. Zachramar, I don't even think you can escape Meekins. Down on your hands, floor on your head. Hello? Something the matter, mister? No, that is, Sir, I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir! Zachramar, do you know him? Oh, I love Zachramar. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan. I see, that's why you're wearing that costume you're wearing? Anyway, that's the very same That very same Sakurai came into this room. But no one's been in here except me. But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug. So, Trucy was his accomplice. Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into a bar and see him, Mr. Hat. I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had been just a long dream. A dream that lasted a week. But it wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat. Snip. Trick vanishes. Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. You were standing by the door when Zack came out. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of the lobby too. Along with the puppet. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? So, while you were standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner and most likely runs through the closest door into lobby number 1. This is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit, and at that very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2. Then all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat. Sir, I only lost sight of him for the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape, Sakurai's red cape, fluttering like a cape. Astounding, sir! All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing queries wasted. It was as if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die. Or the scattered remains of a messily eaten chocolate parfait. Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case. It's an honor, sir. I've apologized to people many times, sometimes more than once. But this is the first time anyone's ever apologized to me! Actually, about that girl, I'm sort of her guardian now. Is that so? Sir, you should know that I harbor no ill feelings in my heart whatsoever. Okay. I'll let the defendant escape, that's the stone cold truth. Just another step on my way from singing the blues to wearing the blues. Someday I'll be standing side by side with the great detective Gumshoe. Mr. Meekins? This is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want it. It's an honor, sir! Sir, I can't count the number of things I've had taken from me, sir, but no one's ever given me anything for free! Right, I'll see you in court next time then, sir. I look forward to it. All eyes were on Sakurai that day in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now, part of the mystery has been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again. Okay. Whoa. Oh. Yep, but now it's unlocked things over here. Well, since it's unlocked... That's not present day, that's like a few weeks ago. I'll be taking my leave now. Still some work to do back at the office. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later, then. 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Do you know who I am? Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Probably. Just kidding, I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I have heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true. And this is a friend of yours? Why is Burchell here? Ah, don't mind me, just your friendly neighborhood newsman. Ah, he will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists. And I'm number 2. I play piano. Well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started, I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. Didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want a real game. That guy's never lost. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved. But real players carry cash and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes? But before we go, yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shadi Smith. Oh, and I'm Burchell. Spark Burchell, news reporter. Oh, I'm... No. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am. Have we met? Ah. Today in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. We've read this episode. I'm skipping this. I'm not reading this again. I already read this episode. I guess they do this because they assume if you come back and later and aren't playing it all at once. Wait, there. You can't be, but you're Zach Gramare? Yes, the reincarnation act of the century. Pity I only have an audience of 1. You. Zach Gramare, this must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. You there. Da. We will play soon. Ready the room. Da, we'll be preparing hideout for you. Are you really him? The Zach Gramare? Now I'm Shadi Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? Exactly 3 days from now it will be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, You could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already, I hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I have come. That and to settle a matter of cards. By which you mean poker. Those eyes, he's serious. I despise losing above all else. And so I've decided that I will win tonight no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type, and they're dangerous. Everything's about the competition, all else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play? I know you have much to ask me. And I you. Competition. We competed that day 7 years ago, too. Ah, yes, you must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue. 2. 1. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time and only lost twice. Who is the first? The man I killed, of course. You chose your defense attorneys by playing poker? Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do. Trucy's power. Trucy, she is in a class of her own. For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borscht Bowl Club. I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because when there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals. Daddy's got a good hand. He might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon. Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reaction is a staple of performance magic. But those of Trucy's line possess a far greater skill. Her line? Recall, you were the second man to whom I've lost. Magnifique grammar. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you called it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Grammare blood or something? Blood... I'm sorry, but it is not something told lightly to outsiders. It is nothing you need to know at this time. Some kind of Grammare secret, then? Fine. She's 15 this year. She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know. I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes, and for that I must apologize. However, I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. This? A transferal of rights. You see the signature? A transferal? That's Magnifique Grammare's signature, isn't it? Oh. I hereby give all rights to the secrets... I hereby give all rights to the secret staging and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. Zach Grammare. And the recipient's name is you, Zach Gramare. Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? I'm gonna pause for an intermission. The fries will get soggy if I try to wait for a point when Emma comes up. And y'all don't need to hear me crunching on food. Alright, fellow dragons, welcome back from intermission! It was like a few seconds for y'all, right? Oh boy, alright. Let me get re-comfy. Because I also took a bathroom break. In addition to a food shove-in face break. Alright. First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has been ripped out. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Wait, let me see that. How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifi gave it to me that night. You could have told me this earlier. Like 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare my escape from that courtroom. Transfer of rights. The greatest of Magnifi Gramare's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I choose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I have risked all to come here tonight. Rochelle? Sir? Ah, here you go. What's this? A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary besides. Ah, I may not look it, but I am a certified notary. You are? By day, I wear a notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also by day, I wear reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well. Your signature, please, on the... Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight.
Rochelle's a dumbass.
Oh yeah, he is such a dumbass. A sweaty, sweaty dumbass. Unfortunately, I kept missing his sweat, and it caused me problems and reloads and having to Google and... grumble. But that was 2 episodes ago. Ah, I've finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said? Precisely. There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all their possessions. Exactly, which is why I'm here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say I'm securing my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? None in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnifique Grammare. However, this was done in secret without a witness. Before Magnifique died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Grammare, and Valent Grammare. Not Trucy. I see, so you do need this document. I have known Burchell since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. Now only 3 know of my rebirth. I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background, and found you had no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point. I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery. Fine then. The person in this photo is Trucy's mother? Yeah. How did you come by this? Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone? Then it is so. Huh? She is gone. What more is there to say? Lots? Ah, I know. Whoa, you're still here? According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother, Magnifique Grammare's only daughter. End quote. What? Magnifique's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zach? Burchell, you say too much. But why am I the bad guy? Why? You're not the bad guy, Burchell. You're just an idiot. Zach decked him. In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over. Thalassa Grammare, she's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather me some more evidence, clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition? Final? Why? As you said, I have come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more into the undergrowth. Without seeing your daughter? It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago we played. 7 years ago I lost. I already lost to Magnifique. I do not care to lose to another. And I have heard that you never lose. It's just a rumor. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose, unless one has an ace up one's sleeve. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation to think a mere lawyer out there might be pulling the wool over so many eyes. Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up. That was that. This is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. Dude, you already did. He lost his badge because of you, fucker. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy is beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards. Burchell, you may leave. Ah! But it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop. I punch and I punch, but it's still not enough. I just remembered future or prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen, and nice meeting you, Piano Man. Then let us begin. Dealer? Da. You will be the witness to our competition. Da is honor for me. Why haven't I seen her around here before? Oh, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe his name was. You know him? After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this. The Grammare power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. I knew where to get it, Trucy's mother. I'd need to meet that reporter again, that was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zack began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. A name Zack Grammare knew. But how and why? Ominous! Alright, studio. It's a different building. Huh. Figured you'd come here sooner or later. I decided on sooner. Drew Mission, was it? I haven't done anything illegal. And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions. I suppose you do have that right. That day the entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit, it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. I'm a man that at this point in the timeline has cross-examined a parrot. Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer that. I'll answer what I can. I'm not sure, but feels like I'm being watched intensely. Aw, baby. This is my daughter. Vera, say hello. No. She gone. Shall we begin then? No, I am examining your thing. Hey, books. Nope, nope. No clues. Going home by any chance? No, I was just checking out the door. Oh. Good thing I'm far too stubborn to take hints like that. Shelf full of canvases. Paints are scattered all around, probably ones he's currently using. Something very artistic about a messy room. Not that this is anything compared to my office. Guess that would make my office a masterpiece. What's this one? What's this painting here? That's one of mine. It's an illustration for a book. It's not on sale yet, of course. But I thought it might be a good business. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table. Not a feeling I know anything about, at least not yet. Maybe I'll just sidle over here for a closer look. That's an awfully small frame. What's that in it? A stamp? Ah, please don't touch that, I'll get in trouble. Huh? That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. That's Zack and Valent. The Grimoires, isn't it? The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year, when the Grimoires were at the height of their popularity. Not anymore. Not one of them has vanished off the face of the earth. Technically, two of them. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since. She watched them every time they came on TV until the end. I see. The stamp's quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it. Stamp. That's a pretty bottle. Oh, don't touch that, please. I'll get in trouble. Huh? It belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. She looks at it often. There's a light pink fluid inside? Nail polish, I'm guessing. What's this red envelope? Oh, don't touch that. That's quite important. Painter's face just changed hues. Guess I better behave, though it is tempting to just grab it. This is you and Vera? Yes, we took that one quite recently. I know I'm a painter, why not paint a portrait instead? I've never been that good at people, unfortunately. Ah, right. Shouldn't you practice? Phoenix, the same could be said about you and the piano. You use these gizmos for painting? They're pretty elaborate. Ah, those aren't for painting, they're for analyzing. Paint composition, age, every conceivable angle. Tools of the forgery trade, I guess. There are some finished paintings stacked over here. They don't look all that bad, really. I'll sell you one for 50 cents. That's okay, they look kinda heavy. Oh. Maybe he needs to work on his sales technique a bit. Paints and pigments are all lined up on the shelves with some noticeable gaps. It's embarrassing, but I can't afford all the paints I want. I insist on buying ones with... I insist on buying the ones I use with my own money. I can see how you'd want to do that, sure. Perhaps you heard that you can make any color as long as you have the 3 primary colors? Well, that's a lie. Poor guy. Yeah, you need black and white, too. And you can't make white from other colors. Okay. Now I will talk to him. Judging from this place, you're a painter? Not, sadly, a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by if it were only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That is why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting. What? To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility. Then why did you take the job? I was, well, paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. Past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Little Burrow's making sleepy noises behind me. I think he's already forgotten that I'm back from intermission and thought I was talking to him. Sure, all you did was make a copy. But that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it would be difficult to escape this. Then let's talk. Hmm. Bleh. Alright, fine, we talk. Diary. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I had attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. I guess it would be a little different from paintings, that's not what I mean. In all my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy? The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as a reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client. So use the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote? Yes, as I said, it was my first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them, not personally. Psyche-lock, of course. Seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work? Okay, well. I hope I have the evidence. I probably don't yet. Hiding something. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Measham? I'm sorry, I really don't know. I never met the client. True, when I asked for the client's name, there were no psyche-locks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I've made my stand, no backing down now. So, what's Mr. Measham's hiding? forger. I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said. What is it then? You told me what you knew about the client. I couldn't see any psycholocks. Psycholocks? Is that sort of asylum security or a new hairstyle, perhaps? But then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client? As I've said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them. Not personally. Not personally. Those words triggered the psyche lock. Again, what's with the psycho locks? Now you really must know what they are. So you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence? Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business. But I'm afraid you've lost me. Yeah, well, I ain't come here to talk about the psyche locks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. And your conclusion is, the real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Measham, but Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could it have been but me? That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. Real forger at Drew's studio is... information we already have. A 12-year-old. The real forger is your daughter, Vera Measham, isn't it? Ridiculous. My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been one more for landscapes, not surrealism. Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The psyche-locks tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility. I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12, a genius you might call her. A precious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently. Right. Oh, it's precocious, not precious. Oops. Thought that felt weird in my mouth. Alright. I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now. Do I detect a little bit of fatherly pride? So Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then? Actually, the client came once. Here, to this studio. What? Why didn't you say so sooner? But their face was covered and they did not want to talk to me. So they talked to your daughter. I will speak only with the artist, the client told me. Then that little girl's the key to our mystery, client's true identity. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more? Or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? Talk to Vera. Mr. Measham, I have a request. Let me guess, you'd like to speak with my daughter? Can I? My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely so actually. With only one exception, which was, oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. When I returned, they had finished and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort. Please, let me speak with her. Alright. Uh-oh. This could be tough. Hi, Vera. Vera, was it? I would like to have a friendly... Would you like to have a friendly chat? I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer and pianist. I'm still looking for the keys to that say do re mi. Can't find them anywhere. I'm no good at this. I need something to get through to this girl. Alright. I'm Stamp get her talk? There's this. My Stamp. Hey, she spoke. She could talk. Yeah, so this Stamp. How can I keep her talking? Great magicians, aren't they? Isn't Troop Grimari amazing? Ah! Yes? Oh! I especially like those two, Zach and Valent. I mean, they're, just so magical. Aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know? Me too, me too. I love them, they're so cool. It's like magic, yeah. Alright, she's talking, not saying much, but it's a start. I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Grimari Museum of Magic. The Grimari Museum? They have one of those? Guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows? Just once when I was little with Father. Grimari's on stage, it was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together, they do it all. Yeah. Maybe you could keep telling me stuff like this. You know, about Zach and Valent, maybe? Oh, sure. Alright, better get asking before she changed her mind. Trip Grimari. They're the best in the world. Huh? Oh, you mean Trip Grimari? Of course. Father gave it to me. Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it. I guess I just took it, yeah. Took it. Father got a letter from that person. That person? You mean the letter was from the client? Oh, we talked about the Grimaris forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent that stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it. They're a sneaky one, this client. So they were trying to get on her good side. Talk about Ford. I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here. Why don't you like the outside? There's bad people out there. Well, true, but there are lots of good people, too. Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once. Kidnapped? Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. I see. Wait. But that doesn't make sense. She said she went to the Grimari Museum? With you, in fact? Ah, yes, actually. She was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me. That person gave me a good luck charm. A good luck charm? For when I absolutely had to go outside. Yes, apparently she received something, a gift from that client, actually. She won't tell me what it was. Father, I told you to keep that a secret. From the client, huh? This I have to hear about. Forgeries. So, your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things? I really like painting. A lot. Father is always so very happy when I paint them exactly the same. So you did this too? Oh yes, that was my first job. Your first? All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw, but this was totally different. The pen slips in the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope and analyze it on the computer. She seems happy. Odd, her work was the last nail in the Grimari coffin. Guess no one told her. Client. So, you met the person that asked you to do this job, and you talked with them? What's this about a good luck charm you received? I can't talk about it. Eh? If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told. Yeah, but I really, really have to know. Right, time to do some psyche unlocking. Okay, that wasn't added to the court record. Looking at this again. Pretty bottle. Don't touch that. Get in trouble. Huh. Okay, well. Alright, fine. Fine, we do the thing. Client. You seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you this stamp? No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem. The problem that keeps her inside all the time. Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm. A good luck charm that your client gave you? I think I know what your good luck charm might have given you, actually. Nope. Okay, we don't have it. I might not have enough evidence right now. Maybe it's time to do more legwork. Yeah, I need the bottle of nail polish. We gotta go somewhere else. In fact, I think it's a thing we need in the present. Solitary cell 13? Oh, right. Shit. Present day. Central prison cell 13. Well, isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right? You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin. I'm gonna look at your cell. Oh. That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at people's mail. You get mail here in jail? That I do. Though they read it first, apparently. Still, I'm allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter, however. Looks like sneaking the peek is out of question. Okay, well. Flower. Nice roses. Taking care of this one here. This one here? Oh yeah, she's surprisingly delicate, you know. Requires careful tending. But she is my best friend, as they say. Best? come on now. I'm starting to feel bad for the flower. Oh? Of course, she's known to bite if handled roughly. Your rose bites? I'm speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever, Vongel. Cute but feisty. Every dog has its thorn. Strange, you know. Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up. Looks like you've got more than books up there. Ah, yes, my collection. I have a few friends on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness. Just a little. Okay, well, chair? That's some chair. Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. You probably have to add a whole digit to the price of the one in my office, one of my office chairs. And here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of a standard prison-issue chair for this. Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I should redecorate. Phoenix, how broke are you? The murder that you did. Life has been full of surprises for both of us. I have no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shadi Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zach Gramare. You know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. Would you say Smith was Zach? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix, right? What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I am an evil human being. Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Christoph Gavin. 7-year-old case. You recall the case 7 years ago? Ah, yes, the trial where Zach Gramare pulled his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position, after all. For 7 years we've been friends, and yet I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me then as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what to think. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game. Zach Gramare mentioned your name, Gavin. Oh, that reminds me, I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. You did not seem to notice me, however... Gavin, I believe his name? I shouldn't have read that, we already saw that this episode. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. Seemed to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead, someone hit him hard. Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No, Zach Gormare. Technically, it's Shadia Nigmar. Whoa! I've never seen psychologues like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? I'm pretty sure you've seen the black ones somewhere before. Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know. He's doing his nails? You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say? One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First rate in all things, except nothing less. That certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. I'll need to come back later when I can unlock that mess and get more evidence. Okay, well, yep, I was right. We did need to talk to him. But you know, it's a good time to end the episode and continue with this next episode. Because I remember the examination the investigation portion of... I remember this specific investigation segment being long. So, that's gonna do it for this episode, fellow dragons. We're gonna continue next time right up until the end of the investigation portion. My body's trying to betray me now. Bye, fellow dragons. See you next time.